another interesting episode of Get Fit Get Focus. On this episode, we will be talking about cheat meal, student diet, and as well as some suspension training. Yes, I know that Malaysia is a food heaven where we can find all type of food anytime, anywhere. I know it's hard to avoid from temptation. Never mind, let us find out more about cheat meal from Mr. Alif.
Hi everyone, my name is Ali Syami Shazwan bin Ramli. I'm National Association of Fitness Instructor Nafi Certified Personal Trainer. Today, I will teach you how to cheat meal properly. A cheat meal is designed to prevent binging. It's a safety pressure relief valve that keeps you from exploding. A cheat meal is a pre-scheduled meal where you can have something that you are so craving so that you can stick to your nutritional plan for another week. Strict nutrition is not required if you just want to get muscular and stronger, to lose fat and get six-pack abs, and to just even maintain your current physique. If you just want to get stronger and muscular, you can eat whatever you want, as long as you get 3 to 6 protein doses a day. If you just want to lose fat and get six-pack abs, all you have to do is just make a few healthy substitutions. For example, baked potato instead of French fries, a bowl of oatmeal instead of a donut. If you just want to maintain your current physique, you don't have to be strict at all. If you are in one of 3 groups that I mentioned before, then you do not need cheat meal, because you can eat whatever you want within a reason, and every meal is a cheat meal. But if you are really going into healthy lifestyle, then the quality of every calorie counts. Most people who attempted to stay on these strict nutritional regimens for 365 days a year would eventually end up binging and undoing all their progress. Imagine, you can only eat steamed vegetable, grilled chicken, and brown rice for so long. Eventually, you will crave for something goopy, salty, creamy, frosty, and sweet. Therefore, binging. There are 2 important points. First, it is not a license for a sudden rush of food. A cheat meal doesn't mean you can eat 2 whole pizzas and a case of soda. A cheat meal means few slices and few sodas. And remember, it is not cheat day, it's a cheat meal. Second important point, a cheat meal must be pre-scheduled. It needs to be something on your calendar that you can look forward to. You eat strictly every meal until your pre-scheduled cheat meal. By 3rd week, their intense pent-up cravings cause them to explode in an eating spree that undo weeks of progress. Do not let this happen to you. Take your cheat meal. So, how often should you have your cheat meals? I would recommend once a week at least, and not more than 3. Experiment and see what works best for you. The tougher your nutritional regimen, the more cheat meals you will need. A final word of advice from me: do not abuse cheat meal.
What a relief! We could have a cheat day regardless of any fitness program which we embark in. However, every day is a cheat day for me. But never mind, I will exercise. Yes, talking about exercise, our next exercise segment, we will be learning some suspension trainings. Yes, I'm quite suspense now. To find out more, stay tuned. Alright, yes. Oh yes, I'm suspense. Don't get me wrong, this is not the suspension training. Suspension training is originally used by the US Navy as their training system. Nowadays, we could utilize this training system to tone our body. And to learn the exact technique of suspension training, we have Mr. Joshua.
Good morning, such a lovely weather. My name is Joshua. I'm going to show you a really exciting workout today. We call it the suspension training. Okay, it's very easy to set it up. As long as you have a bar in your house, make sure it's much more stable than this, alright? You have to be really stable. If it's not stable, then if you start doing your workout routine, it's going to fall flat. Okay, when it comes to exercise, there's 5 things you should remember, alright? It stands for R for basic repetition, I for interval, S for sets, E for exercise, and another S is for set. Okay, so for example, if you want to bulk up, alright, your repetition should be 12 and below. Alright, the resting period should be 1 minute to 2 minutes, and set should be 3 to 4 reps, or you can go up to 5 sets actually. And then E stands for exercise. So exercise should be heavy. Okay, when I say heavy, it means your resistance should be heavier. I'll show you later how the resistance works. Alright, another S stands for speed, how fast you should do. And when you're bulking up, you should do it fast. Actually, heavy weights and fast, that's how it works. Alright, let's start today with our suspension training. Okay, the first exercise I'm going to teach right now is the chest workout. Alright, for basic, you always stand slightly forward like this, and you go all the way back and to the front. Make sure when you're doing this, the suspension need to be around your chest level and not your shoulder level. Okay? If it's going to be shoulder level, you start building your shoulders and not your chest. So it should be on your chest level. And you go like this, alright? If you want to make it more tougher, okay, you just got to stand back and make it more tougher. Okay? So what I'm doing right now today, I'm working out all the big muscles first. Earlier I showed you chest. Another big muscle that we're going to work out is the back. How it works is same thing, but you're doing towards the backwards. Like this, alright? So this is your back. We call it a back row actually, or upper back training, okay? When it comes to this, right, again, you see what I'm doing right now is towards my chest level, and it's not too high or it's not too low, alright? So towards your chest level, you got it? Okay, another big muscle we're going to train is the legs, okay? So this is how it works. This is the basic leg training. We call it squats, okay? The best thing about this is the suspension is supporting you right now. Okay, if you want to make it tougher, we do the pistol squat. Have you heard about pistol squat? Alright, this is how it works. See, it looks like a gun, right? Alright, then you change your legs. Okay, so we have done all the major muscles. Okay, so right now we're going to move towards the smaller muscle. Okay, we're going to start with bicep. This is how it works. Pull it right all the way up to your forehead. Can you see that? Forehead level. You want to make it tougher? Again, slide forward. Then you make it tougher. Okay, so this is for bicep. Okay, next one is the tricep workout. So what we're going to do, we're going to go all the way down. Again, your forehead level and push. Alright, this is how you do it. The last workout I'm going to show you right now is the abdominal, okay? And this is how it works. Okay, if you are basically, if you're a beginner, you stand forward, all the 12 and down, all the way up. Okay, I've showed you how the suspension training works, okay? Right now, I'm going to show you something that you can do it at home, do it in the office, or you can do it in the park, alright? You're going to build your stamina fast, you're going to burn fat fast, and it's going to basically build your strength fast as well. So, we call this circuit. Okay, let's start with a jump squat, 15 reps, chest press. Okay, we're going to do the mountain climber. Upper back row. Tricep dips. Last one, bicep curl. Okay, when you start your training, always start your training with a warm-up, okay? When I say warm-up, I didn't mean by you have to stretch, all right? A lot of people think warm-up means I got to do this, I got to do that. No, that's not what I meant, all right? When I meant warm-up, it's something that you got to increase your heart rate, all right? For example, before I start training, the regime that I did earlier, at least do one jumping jack for about 15 reps, that's good enough. That's a good warm-up. That can elevate your heart rate and increase the body temperature as well. Then after that, you can start your training routine. All right? As I mentioned earlier about DOMS, delay onset muscle soreness. Okay, if you intend to get intense pain, the best thing for you to take is glutamine. Where you can find glutamine? You can even find glutamine in eggs as well. All right? You just got to take maybe about 2 eggs after your training, or you still feel the pain, you keep on taking it. You'll be fine actually. It's just for recovery purposes. I got someone random over here today. Really appear to be fit. All right? I want him to try out my suspension training. Okay, so appear to be a bit tough, huh?
Yep.
Okay, what's the difference between doing a normal push-up and this workout routine?
Push-up, a lot heavier load on my tricep. So at the same time, I have to make sure my back.
You're more balanced, right?
Yes, the balance.
Okay, that's the difference actually. What you're doing right now, you're working on your proprioceptive muscle. Okay, a lot of people ask me what is proprioceptive muscle. Let me give you an example of what is proprioceptive muscle. Come over here. All right. For example, right now I ask you to stand on something stable. Why not you stand over here? Something stable. Okay, like for example like this on this bar. Okay, keep your hands, keep your wrists close your ankle. Okay, push me right now.
Okay.
Okay, but you can still push me, right?
Yep.
You can still push me. Okay, right now you stand forward. Okay, without balance right now, push me. You can't, right? Okay, it's the same thing actually how it works.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, I'll show you another exercises. Actually, you can do a lot of variety. Okay. Earlier, what you did was a push-up, right, for your chest. What I can do right now to make it easier, I'm going to ask you to stand slightly forward. It benefits the same muscle group, the chest. All right, and do it this way. Okay, you try this out, see whether you can do it or not. Stand slightly forward. Yep. Is that much easier?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so you start off with the basic first. Once you start getting fitter, you can go slightly to the back, intermediate a bit, slightly to the back.
Okay.
Okay, try this out right now. Okay, so basically you're intermediate level at this current moment. Okay, since you can do this. Okay, so that's for your chest. Right, let's do the upper back exercises. All right, so you got to balance up. If you do your chest, make sure you do your upper back. A lot of time, if you don't balance, you start getting injured. All right, example, upper back. What you got to do is just pull yourself backwards. You got it? It's the same motion, but you're working on your upper back. That's right. Perfect. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
On your upper back, right? Okay. So another variety I'm going to give you here today is the tricep. Okay, so we're trying to work the total body today. All right, tricep, I need to go slightly forward, like this. Okay, bend the elbows and push. You got it? Okay, you got to bend the elbows this way. Okay, push. That's right. Can you feel the tricep muscle working out?
I can feel that.
You can feel that, yep.
Yes.
Okay, so you did your tricep, now you got to balance up with your bicep. Okay, so how do you do bicep? Like this. Pull it upward. Got it? Perfect. Oh, this one seems to be much more easier for you, right? All right. If it's easier, what you can do, you can go slightly forward. Oh. Okay, the more gravity, the more difficult harder the workout will be. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so next one is I'm going to ask you to work out a bit on your shoulders. Like this. Pull random up and down. All the way up and down. You got it?
Okay.
Okay, not too close, just wide apart. Open up. Can you feel that working on your shoulders? Oh, can feel that?
Burns.
Okay, do you want one more?
Yeah.
Can I show you one more?
Why not?
Okay. Abdominal. Like this. Okay, you want to make it easier, you stand slightly forward. Okay, for example, like this, push yourself forward and in again. Forward and in. All right, you want to try that? Careful, huh? Feel it working in the abdominals?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. One more?
Sure.
Okay. One more is just basic. It's for your legs. This is what I want you to do. Okay? We call it the pistol squat. Put it down and up. Down and up. Okay? So why not just try each single leg? Why not 10 on each side? Can you do that?
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
You can feel that working, right?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, to the other side. So you got slightly weaker leg on the other side,
Yeah.
right?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, perfect. That's a good job you done over here. All right. Can you explain what's the difference between this training and the trainings that you've been doing all this while?
This three, of course, much tougher and harder. And even though I don't need extra weight, just use my own body
Perfect.
as a load of the exercise. So it's quite harder.
Will you consider doing this at home?
Yes, why not?
All right, perfect. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Well, guys, the saying goes, all right, health is wealth, wealth is health, all right? When it comes to fitness, it's not only about exercise, it's about nutrition as well. You got to watch your food and what you eat. It's not only about just pumping. It's about watching your food, all right? First thing you got to do is get fit, get focused. Thank you very much. Bye. See you again.
Isn't that great? All this suspension training is building up my muscle. Look, I'm so strong now, yes! All right, apart from suspension training, actually suspension training is not only famous within the Navy, but also among the young ones. Talking about the young ones, the next segment we will be evaluating about student diet. Yes, what does student eat? Actually, I'm a student. Yeah, I eat lots of things, yeah. I was once a student before. I still remember rushing assignments, sleepless nights, ordering takeaways and indulging in fast food. Yes, this is the typical student life, ignoring all the health of our food intake. Well, let us understand more and how could we improve the student diet with Saada.
The average college student always pressed for time, under lots of stress, and eating on the go. You may find it difficult for you to avoid bad habits such as skipping meals and visit frequently the fast food restaurant. But the thing is, eating healthy diet can help you feel better, cope with stress, and perform better in classroom and good in athletic field. It really isn't that hard to get started. So today, me, Raja Izatul, the certified trainer, will guide you guys some tips for busy college students. First, you need to eat good breakfast. Okay, studies show that if you skip breakfast, it detracts from scholastic achievement. Okay, if you don't have enough time to enjoy your breakfast, just grab some sandwiches, fruits and juice. Second, if you must eat fast food, you need to choose wisely. You need to limit high-fat offering. And third, keep healthy snacks on hand, like dried fruit, like unbuttered popcorn. Fourth, eat plenty of foods rich in calcium. People in early 20s need to build up stores of calcium in their bodies. To avoid osteoporosis, limit sugar intake. Sugar provides calories and few other nutrients. It contributes significantly to tooth decay. So consider sweetening tea, coffee, and fruit sweeteners instead. Leafy green vegetables, raw vegetables, and fresh fruits are beneficial. Your body needs 8 glasses of water per day. To remind yourself, bring along water bottle to class and keep it handy during late night study session. So, last words for me, as a student, you need to take good care of yourself. Eat balanced diet, exercise regularly, and you will perform excellent in your studies.
Thank you so much, Saada. Now we have learned that how students could stay healthy and focused despite of their busy schedule. Alright, apart from that, today I've learned some suspension training moves to build up my core muscle, as well as indulging into my favorite cheat meal. Yes, thank you so much for staying with us. Till we meet again in the next episode of Get Fit and Focus. Right.